For a car or motorcycle battery to last for a long time, you need to charge it regularly. In other words, you need to drive the car or ride the motorcycle regularly in order for the alternator to charge the battery. If the battery stays for a long time without being charged, it will die. It will have a premature death. So to overcome that problem, you need to have a charger. If you don't ride or use the car regularly, you need to have a charger to keep it always connected to the battery to keep it charged. In 2016, when I bought my Yamaha FJR 1300, I went to work abroad. So I left the bike for several weeks or even months. I got to a point of being 6 months away from home, and I had the charger that I bought from Yamaha to keep the battery charged at all times. Up to today, so 4 years later, the battery is as good as new. I started the motorcycle, and the battery just gives enough juice to start the motor immediately. So my battery is completely new, I can say. But I didn't know that the charger that Yamaha sells is actually made by CTEK, this company that you see here. So CTEK makes chargers for everything that you might think of. They have products, they have a full list for cars. This is the MXS 5.0. This is the product that I'll be reviewing today. But they have lots of products for cars with more charge, more voltage, whatever. So you can check their website to see exactly what they have available for your car or motorcycle or boats. They have chargers for boats as well, heavy vehicles, and then they have the accessories. Lots of this is very interesting. I bought this one also for my device. It's like a rubber cover, so there's empty spaces there, but it covers all the corners and the sides, everywhere that you may damage the device. It's very interesting. I'll show you later. But for now, let's check this, the MXS 5.0. I already have it here. So let me just give a brief overview of what this does. This does an automatic charging and maintenance for vehicle and motorcycle batteries with reconditioning mode. So if your battery is already a little undercharged, so if it was for a long time not being used, it will recondition your battery. So it's an advanced microprocessor controlled battery charger which gives unrivaled performance for lead acid batteries. Note, this is for lead acid batteries, not for lithium batteries. For lithium batteries they have another charger different from this one. It comes with an automatic temperature compensation built in, which ensures the best charging performance even in the most extreme conditions. It also includes battery diagnosis to establish whether your battery can receive and retain charge. It has a patented automatic desulfation program. This is a problem that happens with the batteries if they're not charged for a long time. They can start creating sulfates there that will decrease the lifespan of the battery and will kill it sooner. It has an AGM option, which maximizes the performance life of most start-stop batteries. So most recent cars have an AGM battery. I think it's absorbent glass matte battery. I think that's it. That's what it means. For most recent cars that have that option, that when you get to a crossroad and you put the car in neutral, the car turns off. So those kinds of cars use an AGM battery. And a special recond mode for reconditioning deeply discharged batteries. So this is the special option that I talk about, the reconditioning mode. It uses a patented float pulse system, which is the most efficient maintenance mode when a battery is connected for long periods. So it charges batteries up to 110 amps easy to read LED display, splash and dust proof, IP65, safe spark free operation, reverse polarity protected, short circuit proof. This is very, very important as well. If you by some reason try to charge it with the negative on the positive and the positive on the negative, another charger would just give you a short circuit. This one does not. So you can check the characteristics here. Lead acid batteries, okay, lots of, so it can charge all of these batteries including AGM. My car has an AGM battery, so this is useful for my car. Warranty, 5-year warranty. You can't get any better than that. If you want to check the video, it's also very interesting. They explain how to charge the battery and so on. This is very interesting. Included in the box, you'll have this connector. This cable here, this side of the cable, will connect to the charger itself, and you can screw those two poles on the battery. This is the system that I have on my bike, on my Yamaha. I put these two poles on the battery, and then I just leave this thing hanging around, protected but hanging around. And when I want to connect the charger, I just connect it here. I'll show it later. And this is the system I'm using on the car. So this connects us to the charger, and then I have those two clamps, the positive and the negative, that I just put on the battery itself, on the poles batteries. This is the more accessories that you can buy for the system. I also bought this one. This is the protective case, rubberized protective case. And I also bought an extension, I think it was this one, the 2.5 meter extension cable. Also interesting, because if you, well, I'll show you later, because if you leave the car in an area that you don't have a power socket available close enough, you can use this extension to prolong the cable and be able to charge your car accordingly. So now I'll just quickly show you these 3 documents in sequence: the manual, the safety instructions, and the product sheet. So this is the manual, this is the charger, this is the extension that I use on my bike, this is the extension that I use on the car, the clamps. So it has a supply plug that you can put on the wall, of course. Now this gives you here different charging programs for the motorcycle, for the cars, for the AGM batteries, and for the reconditioning option of the device. So basically, to change from motorcycle to vehicle and add the option for the AGM batteries and the recon, you can use this button. By pressing it in sequence, you will change all of these modes. I'll show you later with my own device. But you can read this later if you want to buy one, so I'm not going to lose too much time here. It has a lamp that shows you if there's an error. This gives you all of the charging options and all of the modes. So it has an 8-step charging process. The first one is the desulfation, the second one is the soft start, then the bulk, absorption, the analyze, the recon if you choose the reconditioning option, and then the float when the battery is completely charged. And eventually, by having all the electronics in your car or your motorcycle, the battery will start getting discharged, and at that time the charger will just give it a pulse charge to keep the battery always with 100% capacity. Here it gives the description of all the steps it does. This is the diagram for the installation process. So this is the one that I have on my bike. I have it screwed down on the battery. This is the system that I use on the car. I just put the clamps on the battery itself. Okay, nothing else. You can read it if you want to. Now, an important thing that I want to display here. Connect the charger to the battery's positive pole and then to the negative pole. So first positive and then negative. For batteries mounted inside the vehicle, okay, but it's not the case. then connect the charger to mains supply. So the last thing to do is to connect the charger to the mains supply. Okay, I think that's it. I've shown you enough. Now I'm going to show you the device charging the vehicle itself. Okay, now in the garage we can see the battery. It's an AGM battery, 70 amps hour. This is the negative. There's a thing there that I'm gonna put the clamp, and the positive. The positive is also there. Okay, so positive, negative. This is the CTEK, the MXS 5.0. This is the device. It already has the rubberized case, as you can see here. Okay. These are the two clamps. So first thing, like the manual instructed, positive on the positive, and the negative. The negative is indicated there, and the positive has the same sign, the positive one. So negative, all right. Now I'll just plug this thing in the socket. Plugged in. Now you can see the lights are already starting to change. It's for the vehicle, so the car, and the AGM option. But I can change on the mode button here. I can put to make the recondition of the battery, car battery. I press again. It has the reconditioning for an AGM battery for a car. Mode again. Now it's a motorcycle. It's supposedly charging a motorcycle battery. Press again. An AGM battery for a motorcycle. Press again. Reconditioning the battery for a motorcycle. AGM battery being reconditioned for a motorcycle battery. Now a car again. So this thing cycles through all the options. And AGM. So this is the option that I must have on my car. Vehicle and AGM battery. I don't want to recondition because the battery is new, completely new. It's a new car. So and you just leave it like this. And after a few hours maybe, it will get to the 7. As soon as it gets to the 7, the battery is fully charged. And then it does a pulse charge, a trickle charge, I think that's called, to keep it always charged. So, and that's basically it. No maintenance required. Just leave it like this, and it will charge your battery over time. It may take several hours, but in the middle of the pandemic that we're having right now, that we cannot leave the house, we can't drive the vehicles, we can't get out. This is a good way to prevent damage to your battery. And this is basically the same device that I bought in 2016 for my FJR. So it's connected now. The way it's connected to the battery is through this technique here. So this cable here goes straight to the charger. It does a rubberized opening like this. So the charger connects here, and then the positive and the negative connect directly to the battery. So it's screwed in to the battery, and then I just have this thing hanging around here so I can plug in the charger. So this is the Yamaha branded one, but it's made by CTEK, as you can see. Also the option for the car, the motorcycle. This is an older model, so it doesn't have an AGM option, but according to what I saw in the manual, this ice crystal here, it's basically does the same as an AGM option, which is making an overcharge or something like that, because the AGM batteries support an overcharge or an higher charge or higher voltage or something like that. And also the recon option, so just press on the mode and you can cycle through all the options. Okay, this button is not functioning very well. Okay, it's changing now. Press again, recond, motorcycle, vehicle, cold weather. For some reason it's not making contact. Motorcycle again. So I just need to leave it like this and it will charge over time. Check the battery, verify if it stands the charge and charge it. And that's it. Now to unplug the device, it's very easy. Unplug from the socket, remove the negative, remove the positive, and that's it. Well, batteries are extremely expensive, so if you want a simple way to make sure your battery lasts for a long time, you can use one of these. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching and to getting to the end of the video. Don't forget to take a look at my Teespring store. I hope you'll find something that motivates you or at least makes you laugh a little. In the middle of a worldwide pandemic, some people would say that all we need is love. Well, I just say all we need is a good laugh.